particularly, I was one of the campus police officers here and in the District 500. And this school in particular was one of my first assignments. After I finished with the campus police officers, I had taught in the past, and so I decided to go ahead and try getting back into teaching again.
I chose to become a teacher to help the students out. I feel it's important that they receive a good education. I had a lot of people that influenced me. I had a lot of really good teachers when I was in school, and my wife also, she's a school teacher. She's been doing it for 20-some years, and she also influenced me.
I chose to become a teacher because I felt like as a youth I benefited from having good role models in my life, and I know that there's students these days that could use some good role models. So I thought teaching as a profession made sense to have that interaction, be able to help students make good choices in their life and academically.
I became a teacher after going to school and for engineering, and then I also had a love for art, but I ended up wanting to teach after I had got my degree. So I went back to school to get my master's degree, and I wanted to teach, and I also wanted to come back to where I grew up, which is KC, Kansas. And I wanted to be a math teacher here.
I chose to become a teacher a long time ago, and for a couple reasons. One reason is early on in my life around high school, people were starting to tell me that I was particularly helpful with like things that they were working on and assignments, and it seemed like a lot of my friends would kind of come to me for help and advice and stuff. So I was kind of encouraged early on to be helpful with other people, and so teaching seemed like a natural, path to take for that kind of a thing.
Well, my grandfather was a teacher, and a couple of my aunts were teachers, and I always wanted to be a teacher from the time I was about 8 or 9 years old.
Become an ROTC instructor, well, once I retired from the Air Force, there was an option, only retirees can be teachers, and so it was an option, and I looked into it, and I thought it'd be a great opportunity since I had taught 9 years in high school when I was younger and coached.
I chose to become a teacher because I love being around kids, and I love doing for kids and with kids.
So for me, becoming a teacher was more, it's kind of like a dare by my mother. I was on a deployment and was coming towards the end of my military contract and didn't really know what I wanted to do once I got out the military. So she kind of gave me some things and suggestions that she thought I should do. So becoming a teacher was one of them. So it was kind of it.
I became a teacher because it was something that I was born with, my nature, and I used to play school when I was, I would say younger, middle school, and I had imaginary students. So as I grew, I worked in the business world, and then I decided one day when they were asking for subs in Missouri, I applied, and it was the beginning of my future.
I chose to become a teacher. I really like history. I like dealing with young people, and it was also a good avenue to coach football. It's like, if I couldn't play football anymore, I wanted to coach it.
I really enjoyed science in high school and obviously in college because I got my degree in chemistry, and I really wanted to share that with others. And so I decided to try out becoming a teacher, and it worked out really well. I really enjoyed it.
I've known I want to be a teacher probably since the age of 10, specifically a physical education teacher, coach. I enjoy the camaraderie, teamwork, leadership, discipline, all that good stuff that comes with it, and something I want to develop within our youth. I am the Academy Coordinator for the Business and Finance Academy, and I feel like our mission is to prepare people through our classes, even English, and math and all the other classes they have to take to succeed in those fields, especially marketing and especially business. I've had lots of students say, I'm going to start a business after high school, and then you ask a few more questions and you realize that they don't necessarily know what the business will be or how to start it or what paperwork is involved in starting a business and all that kind of stuff, all the technical aspects of starting a business. So I'm hoping that, you know, again, to go back to those ideas of critical things to learn, that we're preparing students for at least a basic understanding of how to get started with what could be a pretty difficult, you know, endeavors, starting a business or working for a marketing company, selling products and things like that. So we're trying to help our students develop those skills for college and for whatever they might end up doing. Yeah. Get on the bus with Diploma Plus.